Elf, where you at? Oh, dodgy neck. There's someone farming trees here. The yew trees. Is that worth it? Maybe. Clickety click 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 sounds. It's an interesting thing with the finger. It's like you know, when you're clicking so long, there's phases of stamina. Like all you need is like a 1 or 2 second break at times, and you're back to full on click pump. And really, like that 1 second break is like casting Shadow Veil. Like it's just enough time to get your click stamina back on. Yeah, it's a lot of clicks, but we're gonna get rich off one of these clicks. That's what I like to hear. It's like setting it up before it even happens. Alright, so we're not like that deep into the elf clicks, but 1,188 of them, and we haven't gotten lucky yet. There's something like right there at the doorstep. Another 1,000 later. I mean, you can't take all of the elf's pocket all at one time. All these pockets. I got a little bit of a right nose drip. Yeah, I'm not liking it. Right nose drip. It was like, it was on like the 3rd or 4th dab. Was it 5 dabs I did? It was the rest of the dish. Or the gram. I was doing it from the gram dish. Not from like the dish that you get to like dole yourself out so you don't consume it all in one sitting. I mean, to get in the mind of it, that's what it is, right? Or to be like proper, to be scientific with it. You're getting high. I was thinking about putting on some D. Let's see. Don't think about it, just do it. Pull down my back shirt. It's already burning. It's the chemicals. Oh, freaking burns. I got some sensitive skin. But hey, it's like, get the full skin burn rather than one like biter. And it smells good. like putting on sunscreen. Most people don't like it, but if you get the stuff that smells good, then it's all right. That's like the stuff that doesn't work though, huh? You gotta be proper with it. Come on, I accidentally dropped a jug of wine on the floor, but when I'm clicking it, it's picking up the empty jugs instead. I had to do a right click, and it's the only thing popping up though. The empty jugs don't even show. Let's go do a battle. Maybe they'll be entertained by the clicks. I can maybe even make it entertaining. We could make it a different game and they'll never even know. Oh, we gotta put on another dodgy necklace. My left arm is burning more than my right one this time. I gotta dab some off of my pants. I just feel it like globbing up. I rubbed it in, but my pores must have locked it out. Better not be in this view. Alright, click stops. That's not a good sound. That stuff, I don't know if I like using it. It's burning. And like the right arm is burning, but I'm used to that. Like the left arm, I'm feeling it more this time. I mean, I guess it's kind of like the laser, if I'm honest. Similar, not the same. This is obviously the deed affecting me. I mean, I could throw it into the whole list, right? Might as well find something to make it categorized like. The laser. Yeah, my body's rejecting this stuff. It already looks like my arms are flared up. But at least it smells good though, right? But now honestly it smells like I'm like done cleaning the bathroom and I want to get out. But hey, at least the mosquitoes will hopefully be feeling and you know the same thing. But honestly, like, if they're smart and hopefully they're not listening, maybe my body rejecting is like maybe making their like, you know, the senses tingle a bit. Like they know like, oof, he's still a good source. But we might have to get our feet dipped in just a bit. We'll transfer it through the lineage. We'll get stronger and stronger. Mm-hmm. Ay, ay, ay. Hey, I'm not the one training these things, that's for sure. I mean, obviously I took one down, that's proof. Although that one was obviously lacking. So it's not much proof. And he obviously had to go. Can't be lacking on this show. So basically, I think I was gonna record until I run out of space, and then like that's when I'll end the stream. Because I mean, if the battles don't work and then it's like just me here soloing all night, I mean, yeah, I like clicking and playing the game, but then I'm eventually gonna get tired. I'm eventually gonna get bored. Something's gonna hit and click and just want me to just rest and reset this. But that means I'll like I'll wake up. I talked about going to bed like the Big Bang, right? Like a full-on super volcano, but like everything contained them, Like that's a lot of energy to just go to sleep on. And like I even tried to explain like the first time the sensations of getting high. I mean, might as well just pack it up into bed, right? I mean, hopefully it's not so bad where like if I had like a science partner, I'm vomiting. You know what I'm saying? That's where it's like, dang, science again. Because I'm like spinning. But like not right now, like I haven't contained. Like you ever spin in a circle? Spin in a circle, you can try it right now. And then like, when you stop, you're still spinning that same direction. But if you like take your body and spin the other direction, it like kind of stops it. Maybe that's just me in my mind. But for me, like, I stopped the spin and I could like, keep spinning. Like, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you like take hold of that spin and you like shift it and slow it down. Am I talking about that right or no? That's at least like what it feels like when I do it. Like, cause like spinning, like, cause if you don't even know, like, if it's a slow spin, like, are you really even spinning, or are you just like, is it a different thing, Like, how many spins is a spin? Well, I guess, like I said, if you shift out of it and slow it down, it's a different, I mean, I don't know. Maybe this stuff is talked about, but I mean, I don't know, like, what words to put in to talk about it, to know, like, what to do. This would be in more like gymnastic stuff, I'm sure, I didn't learn it in no dance class, though, that's for sure. Although I wasn't really the one twirling, I was the twirler. Maybe I did a couple twirls. It wasn't like, when you like just really wrap the finger and just kind of spin. Maybe, I mean, I was getting the gist. Maybe I never got it. Who knows? You know what I mean? And maybe it's like a height thing. Because, like you're hanging from a hook at that point. I think I know still how to spin someone. It's not too hard. Just gotta make sure you get them by the hand right. You don't want to like spin them like a Beyblade. Here you go. I still yet to clip my nails. I'm sad about the left one, like it was talked about. My nails were talked about, and then all of a sudden they chipped. Like, God bless them. It's quite a magical experience, but I just keep like, that's good. Just like that. Those are human things to me, Those are just super coincidental. And if I'm looking for the coincidences, I'm always gonna find. But still, how many coin pouches can I keep at a time? I have 72 right now. I need more wine. Alright, jugs of wine. Well, that's like the best thing I got right now. It heals 11. I mean, it's enough. It gets the job done. And then I just drop them on the floor. Been dirty for a little while. I had to change the subject. Was regressing too much. I can talk about spinning again, just the solo part. I mean, I feel like that's something people have to work out. I mean, that's being in your mind, but you know, starting a dream, but still staying in reality, grounded at the same time. If that makes sense. Like, you know, being like, you know, imagine a roller coaster, you know, going up and down, start the climb, and then those sensations, you know. Some of those dream roller coasters though, and water parks. Yeah, yee. Sketchy. Like even in a dream, like even some of the heights, like even when I have like powers of flight, some of the heights are still sketchy. That's the second time that showed up today. It's like a cough that I'm battling. The first time we were putting our lottery tickets in, I was battling the cough. It showed up like just security in it. It was there like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. I had to avoid it, and that like this one wasn't as bad. That was like a, I don't know, it's like a pre-cough, you know, you just dodge those. I mean, would it be crazy that the language is so powerful that, you know, it just hides things like that? Whoa. I've gotten a lot of fire orbs, but that's good because we got battle staffs. Pretty sure I can make all the fire staffs right now. That click got a little bit more aggressive. Careful now. I was thinking about the corrupted gauntlet. Maybe we should try that. It's been something that's on the to-do list. Maybe the regular one first. Just like one attempt, huh? At least get my feet wet. I don't know what to do. Should I go in there and wing it? I just feel like that's just a waste of time. Go in there and wing it? I mean, I can try. If it's not explained to me good and I'm timed, which I think it's timed, both of them. I get more time on the regular one, I'm pretty sure, but I mean, if I'm going in there and winging it, then geez. I might not even get to the boss, honestly. It'll be like playing Zelda, like hitting all the things, inspecting all the items. Checking for all the rooms. Or maybe I just easily run through and get it, who knows. I didn't play much of Zelda. I like the Switch one. I didn't play the DLC. I had to go back to the Switch one a second time. I put it down, I was like, dang, I'm stuck. But then when I picked it back up, I'm like, I'm good again. Somehow. It just worked out. I was stuck in at the lava part. I don't know, I think I had to buy something or something like that. The gear, talking to those guys. Those roly-poly guys that roll up in the lava part. I'm pretty sure I got all the way to the, the full-on calamity. The full-on... I definitely didn't do all of it, that's for sure. Full-on calamity. It was fun. I don't know, I thought it was reinvented. But still like the same. I guess like with it being more open, I guess like that was the part like, oh man, I'm stuck. That was just forced out, but it wasn't a full one. They're weird. They're not like just itching there. They disappear. They're gone. They go away. But like they just pop up. Like say, hey, I just want to cough. I guess that's a weird body response, huh? I don't want to talk about all my body responses. What is this? What up, what up? Long time no see. Not really though. I mean, I've been trying to do battles. It's unfortunate though. It seems like they don't work. I mean, I'm literally in the queue for a battle right now. But I'm like shadow battle banned. I got 2 battles in, and that's it. That was like a couple days ago. And I've still been trying. It's unfortunate, but hey, I'm hanging in there. Doing my thing. RuneScape. Pickpocketing elves. Trying to get lucky, and I haven't been lucky. It's like a lottery though. I'm like there. Almost 1,300. 1,300. Yikes. That's unfortunate. Hold on. I don't know. Hopefully that's better. That's as best as it's going to and will ever be. But elves, RuneScape, pickpocketing the elves, 1,300 of them done. Much better. Perfect. Sweet. I'm trying to get lucky, but I haven't gotten anything. Certain. That's who I'm pickpocketing. This good old elf. He could make you rich. It could be like 4 million plus an hour, but currently it's been like 500k between like 4 hours maybe. plus 68 of these shards, but I can't use these shards really. Not until I get like higher crafting. Herbalism, I think I need like 93. Then I can make profit. Or maybe it's 97. I don't know. It's high up there. It's way out the ballpark. But I could get these things that are like worth a few million, like 3, if I'm lucky. It should be like, I should have had like 2 or 3 by now, at least 2. But I've gotten 0, unfortunately. It happens, but that's like gambling. Like, this is definitely not guaranteed money. But I am getting experience, which is potentially increasing the chance of getting that guaranteed money. That's pretty much what's up. I was killing Vorkath. I got him 89 times. That made 13.3 million total out of all 89 times. That's much better, like, than what I'm doing here. But you know, killing that boss, and he's the easiest one I can do right now, but he's still a little bit tough. And that 13 mil was in, like, I don't know, like 6 hours maybe longer, potentially. But that, like, you know, wasn't straight. It's been dabbling here or there. They've released a whole new quest. I should be like wood cutting and doing Slayer right now. But we got like the whole night to do that. And I was pretty much gonna do that. Do RuneScape until the phone fills up, and then post, reset, and do it again. Yep. I had to start becoming at least a little bit scientific with it, because you know, if I'm not recording anything, then nobody will definitely care. Then it'll really look like, you know, people are just pointing fingers and laughing. But I mean, that's influence in a way. You know, you gotta pull your britches up and well, that's just it. Just be a man. No shade, no shame calling, no names dropping, no shame tossing, at least shame calling. But dang, body responses, fudge, some of them are messed up, man. I mean, at least from my perspective. I mean, like playing the roulette, I guess you could say, with everybody in reality. You never know nowadays, like, what somebody's gonna want, especially with all the choices. That was like a loaded statement. But geez, almost everything I say is. You gotta be alien enough to break through it and get what you need from it. I think I might be actually here for the aliens. No, I'm just joking. Imagine that, like a time bounty hunter. Holy, that's crazy. mean, everyone's got a job to do. I even tried to say when the teachers are asking me, what do you want to do in this reality? I must have been still up in dreamland. Hold on, I'm on this case, ma'am. Oh wait, where'd that voice come from? Chill. Like, go back to the one that's almost like Ilan. I like that voice. There we go. Holding back the disease. Oh, chill. It's good. It's like it's the raspy one. I tried to get in. I tried to get into it yesterday. Oh Lordy. And then imagine that, the language being so powerful, people get locked into certain things, and then this is my body response. This is what I like. That's so wrong. Hey, I mean, like, that's the power of the word, right? At least some people say, "Ah, the word had cured me of all my ailments," but then the word took it back away. Gotta be careful with what you say. That's like back on the to-do list we go. That's like time bounty hunter again. Dang it. That means like there must be like a couple lines you could be speaking upon. You know what I'm saying? Are your bells ringing? Are your lights lighting? Are your questions being answered like mine? Maybe, potentially, who knows? I don't know, back like 2 Marches ago, there was an interesting series of event that played. It was like you got this line, you got these lines, and those. I mean, and isn't that like an interesting thing? And then this March was like, I have this line, these lines, and those. But that was this March. So that was just like a reconfirmation, but it was like still a mix-up of everything. Like, how confused am I right now? God bless. Talk about knowing something and reusing something. Like the 3 R's. At least you put the laser down. God bless. I mean, nobody needs that in reality. Jeez. Especially while I'm trying to work a 9 to 5. That's also an update. I don't know if you've heard. You missed that. It was a laser got fired at me. Someone came back and they said I was smoking too much math. MATH, not like the one with the E, but like, you know, mathematics. But no, I smelled the burning like a. I'm not trying to clear my. I mean, I don't want to clear my throat if it gets that bad, but jeez. I mean, is it gonna clear up like up and down? Am I playing my voice right now like an instrument? I'm trying to talk about the laser. Can I please talk about it? Sign an NDA with myself. Imagine that, huh? No, but I smelled the burning like a 4D theater. I know you can hear me better, so hopefully you can hear me through the rasp. Like a 4D theater. And I thought it was a hair treatment. I thought I was getting my hair back. I thought it was like, you know, I mean, it was burning. It was hot, and it was getting hotter. I had to go sleep with it on. When I woke up, it was off, though, so, I mean, yeah. It was hard. It was rough going to sleep, though. I had to trick myself, and that's exactly what I did. I'm actually surprised I even made it to bed. Oh, jeez. Truthfully, because that's exactly what I did. I had to trick myself. And tricking myself, well, I don't want to give up, like, well, I mean, like, well, it's like when you toss and turn, but like, with the laser was more like eyes open, eyes closed, sleeping, and then I had a bunch of affirmations that I was doing. It was, whatever I was doing, it was a blur, but I know I definitely tricked myself to bed because it was a whole laser burn in my body. I splashed myself with water too on my face. That only helped mentally. Physically, I could still feel the burn, and there was an outer layer of water. I mean, I felt the difference, like the chill of the water plus the laser. I was stuck between running, jumping in the shower, or manning up and taking it back to the room. I wasn't gonna start screaming, but it was extremely real. It was real enough to scream because it was an actual laser burning me, and it felt like at times I was being completely split in half. Like I was like it was 99% charged and ready to just split through, sort of thing, like right in half, like a full guillotine shot. I mean, that's powerful. It reappeared a couple times, but then it went down the soundtrack, and you know, I'm fine. And it was like going down the soundtrack like a flush in a loop-de-loop, like a roller coaster. Are we getting all that? Because I know this one was hard of hearing, and I haven't had the time to review these. I hope every you know, everything, you know, is heard clearly. I mean, I'm just hoping and praying that my asthma doesn't spark back. Because like I said, that would really be running the death race again. Got me out here working night shifts. I'm past pest control. Maybe I gotta be speaking like this. I got it. Hold on, testing the mic quick. Doctors be shaking their head like this. I see your body responding. Good thing I did an eye exam. They said it's fine. There's no white without stress. Something like that. I forget the medical the medical term. I still got the white coat syndrome. I got my blood drawn plasma. I got paid for it. I got, you know, plasma donations one time, and then I tried to chill. Don't remind myself quickly, that quick. Jeez. All right, so I did plasma donations. Hey, at least I, you know, was doing my donations. I did plasma donations one time. I got paid for it. That one time. I did get like a little bonus for doing it. But I tried to go back a second time because it was like a little streak, and my blood pressure was too high. It's the white cones, the white cone, the white dunce hat. And the white coat syndrome. The blood pressure too high. I mean, because I'm freaking out in my mind. Just let me go hook up to the needle. I need this money. Thanks. but no, I got denied. I got sent home. And I can't even drive, so it was just a waste of everything. Wasting my mom's time and everything. I mean, geez, when I was doing permit, now don't tell the police. When I was doing my permit and solo driving it, I was turning left on a flashing yellow and not seeing the incoming traffic. God bless me. Hey, lesson learned though. I mean, I'm stopping in the intersection at least because I was seeing the oncoming traffic. It was after going to the dispensary too, on Gibson. I was trying to get back onto the freeway. I had the casino to get to. I had science to experiment with. But yeah, that was a lesson learned. I went back to Gibson a couple more times. You know, just to, you know, relive that same experience and not do it again. It was still as scary, but I mean, jeez. I mean, like, like I said, it was a flashing yellow, and I'm like, time to go. And I was already turning left, and dude was in a truck, and he's like, no. But I wasn't like full on going left, like, but I definitely started, and then I like realized, oh those are headlights, and they're oncoming. I quickly got back in my lane. I didn't like hold the brakes. I wasn't panicking. My adrenaline wasn't draining, but I definitely like opened up my eyes. And I didn't, at least I don't believe. Did I already open up the vape and hit it? I don't think I did. I think I waited. I'm pretty sure I waited. Yeah, actually, yeah, I waited. There was many times that I waited right before going into the casino. Because I mean, what else am I gonna do? Jeez. Although there was some times that I didn't wait. I won't lie. But that's a lesson learned. But that was like experiencing science and life at the same time. And then one of the times I was driving home and there was a cop right behind me. But that was like when I was already in Boulder City. And it was late, it was like 3 o'clock. He was probably already thinking like, well, what are you doing up? He turned off though. I don't know. I wasn't given any like red flags, I don't think. I did fail the driving test though. So, jeez. That was when I turned right on a blind. Fudge. That was the second lesson learned though. Those are two like core memory lessons that I needed to know in the handbook, and they needed to be done physically. The driver instructor freaked out on me though, and then I panicked. And I don't want to blame him, you know, I was the one driving. But I didn't like panic because, I mean, when turning right on a blind, I mean, I didn't even look. But then like when he panicked, then I looked. But then I'm like turning right into the freaking bike lane, like a dum dum. You know what I'm saying? I'm like cars in the bike lane at that point. It wasn't in the lane that I was in, because like then I panicked and just I was about to park the car into the bike lane and just say, okay, driving test is over. But you know, again, I'm driving. Fudge. But yeah, there was nobody there. There was a car in the left lane, but it wasn't in the right left lane. You know, from pulling out. There was nobody in the middle lane, but there was only 2 lanes, and then the bicycle lane. So that could have really been a catastrophe if everything was lined up properly, like not properly, but you know, God bless me, definitely. But there was a big old semi truck and like giving me a blind, and it was, you know, a red, and I was turning right, and I'm like, yep, I know I can turn right on red. Let me do that. Let me show this instructor that. That's what was going through my mind. Let me impress him. I know it's red, but I also know I can turn right on red. And my dumbass doing it blind. Hey, but lesson learned, like I said. Ay, ay, ay. I needed more street experience. I mean, I had a decent amount of highway experience. Like that was where all my experience was, actually. And like that wasn't just, I mean, I did more solo practice than I did actually like help. But that's not like too bad. Well, when I, you know, behind the wheel going to the casino, that's sort of like, and then I also went to like, you know, other places. I went to this Asian stop, got some noodles, got some takoyaki. Is that what they're called? The octopus balls? It's good. It was yummy. And then I got a soup too. I forget what I got soup-wise. The takoyaki was the core memory. I ate them all. There were a bunch of them, like, I don't know. Maybe, I want to say 10, but I think it was maybe 8. It might have been 10. 8 though seems like about right. Is it takoyaki? Takoyaki? Takoyaki. Let me not break it. Takoyaki. Yeah, they were good. It was like this Asian, I forget the name of it, but I know where it's located. Kind of off Horizon, I think, actually. Maybe a little bit after. I think a little bit after. Actually, is it before? I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I think I went the back streets to even get to this place. Like I was really on a little adventure. Like I went down over where what is that called? The Krispy Kreme donuts, and then took that little back road, you know, skipping the highway, but taking the road next to the highway the whole time. I mean, there was times where I was at the casino and went to In-N-Out just for a little quick stop. And then I had to go through like the little loop-de-loops, the roundabouts. Then I get my XP up. My late night XP. Very good, very good. but the one was a late night. The turning left on a blinking yellow was a late night thing. I even had troubles with my lights too. Golly. Like there was times they should be automatic, but there was times where I'm like, are they on? And I was using the brights, I think. But I mean, it's dark, especially going down some of these places here. Like going up to Boulder City, it's dark. Like you need your brights actually in some of the places, and they automatically even turn on if you have them auto. It's dark. Get hypnotized by the road. What? Not me. Gotta take turns and swap. Oh, that reminds me. I got a Red Bull. I got a pop. Road trip. Yeah. I still have my American road trip from school. I did a whole American road trip, seeing all the national parks, which ones I wanted to do. I lined them up. I mean, it was for school though. I'm sure I missed some. You know, I was just trying to get the assignment done. Yeah. Some people, I'm sure, really put time into that though. I mean, I wish like I said, I was sleeping through these classes. I did not have energy. I was getting zapped. Literally getting zapped. It's time to take a nappy nap, big guy. Oh my lord. I mean, the teachers didn't even really wake me up much either. They just let me sleep. There were a couple of them that would say my name and I'd be like, oh, and pop my back out. Careful with that. Maybe they just got a kick out of it. They knew I was like in the in-between. I wasn't actually sleeping. I was down real low in the numbers. Oh my gosh. I was really crunching the math. Ay, ay, ay. Chugging the sheet back. I know I'm about to get out of this area. 1,456 elves. It's still nothing. We're due. We're due. We gotta stay. We're due. We gotta at least get one and make it worth it. Ooh. I just realized that there's probably DEET on my finger. I gotta be careful rubbing my eye. You know, I already did the dirty deed. Put the dirty deed finger right there. And then I like locked it in place like, you know what you just did. It could be like pepper spray, who knows, you know? I need to go get the science flush. The whole eye wash equipment out. It's a little too bitey for my liking on my neck. No neckies, please. Alright, 25% on this fan, but honestly, it's like not really needed. Watch the aggression on the clicks. Pop a shadow veil. There's your stamina relief. I mean, honestly, if I was doing slow clicks, that'd be like, oh, that's a good topic to bring up. Golly. I'm living life a lot harder than a lot of people. Once I start living life easier, I'm thinking like, ooh, the body really might start responding. Like I started thinking like that, you know? Like once I put my life into a little bit more of an easier mode, I can only wonder what would happen. I've been doing a lot of different things. Like it got real spiritual and ritualistic quick. And I was thinking like what they're doing on TV, like, and then like, could it be with the, a lot of them I'm sure are real conspiracies, but you know, when I'm just popping up and doing my own stuff, I can only start imagining what's going on. But I mean, that's life. That's how it's set up, right? I'm living life a lot harder. But I mean, it's not a bad thing. I mean, I already talked about the whole death race thing. I probably shouldn't joke about that though. The amount of times my emotions have just dropped into my stomach. Just for my own self-doing. But then again, I talked about spinning and actually being able to ground yourself into this reality, but be in your mind at the same time, and sort of lose your equilibrium. I would say in a way that's, you know, what's sort of there, at least for word-wise. What needs to sort of be released, because you know you're fine, you know you're in bed, or wherever, you know, on the bus stop, you know, in class, in between. You know you're grounded there. So if you can let yourself, you know, be free, then you know your equilibrium is that thing that you need to be resetting. And then I guess it would start in your imagination. You start building. For me, it gets so real. So some things, you know, like the lucid dream, you know what they say, like, oh, find a little rope and start climbing up and out. But to climbing up and out, you're gonna have to feel those sensations as well. You can't just climb up and out, and unless you want to have a dull dream, but then you really might start forgetting things. But you know, that's like levels of experience and what you need to remember to start obtaining or attaining, and whatever you want to use. And even doing this for me is grounded the heck out of me, which is good. Like, I can only imagine some of you probably do just close your eyes and see a whole little schematic for yourself to do. I mean, the world is sort of set up already like a whole journal. Like, you know, people keep journals a real to-do list. But if you really build your imagination, I'm previewing it. That's a real dream. That's from the daydreams and the night dreams coming into this reality. Oh, doggy. She's gonna get let out by the parents. I wanna go, like, you know, open up the door while they're opening up the door. That'd be odd. It's their casita. You know, I wonder sometimes when I'm like really disconnecting if my eyes like go lazy. I wonder sometimes if they do. Nobody's told me so. But I at least you know, bring him back into check. Hi, Shy. Okay. People over there. Now she's lurking. She was turned in that direction, just looking. Now she's lurking. Looking, stalking, prey. She's back at the casita door, ready to like, come on, mommy, let me in. Y'all really that bad? Come on, girl. I don't even know if she's the bathroom. She was whining to get out. Shy, come on. She's lurking again. She's a shy dog. But you know, if she's whining to get out, then she won't. But you know, she's such a shy dog, she'll just go right back. Come on, mommy, let me back in. I don't need to do anything. I'm sorry, I wasn't whining. Shy. Come here, girlie. Come here. Come here, Shy. Come here. Come here. Come here, Shy. Here's the fudging went right in my foot. Right through the crock and right into my heel. I mean, the hole's right there. Fudge. I'm not showing that. What the heck? If you were on the live stream, maybe you'd see it. Right in my heel. And I even talked about that today. Fudge, I don't even want to step down. My heel is in pain. At least I drank some Coronas. Fudge. Oh. can feel it here. My heel has been made real again. And so wait, so listen to this. I had a mental nail first go through my heel, my left one. And then today I talked about the lion with the thorn in his foot. Oh my gosh. The nail in the foot was like about a week ago. But that was a mental one. Like a spiritual one. I didn't need the whole wood in the heel. Good old toothpick to see how sharp it really is and how it can go in. Petrified toothpick. What did it turn into, stone? It hurts, but I mean, I'm living through it. I better be. Alright, so I got this Red Bull. Plus I took a shot. Don't tell anyone. I wasn't going to, but then like, what the heck, no? I don't know, I feel like the blue one tastes like medicine. I was like the only one I could get though. I'd already messed up a bit. You know, for the longest times, like, I thought Red Bulls would taste like alcohol. Like, I was always like a Monster, you know, Rockstar kind of energy drinker. And I never tried Red Bull. Like I said, like, just the branding, the labeling, even the commercials. I thought it was like gonna taste like alcohol, but no, it tastes like an energy drink. Which is interesting too, because looking at it, like, they use that for alcohol mixes, you know, like a Jaeger bomb. I've never tried that, but isn't that like a licorice liquor alcohol, a licorice alcohol? I don't know. Or is that what it tastes like after it's, I don't know. But that's licorice coming back again. Maybe that's why I was craving Red Bull. But yeah, like, I mean, look at how small the can is. Do you get the same amount of energy as you do as a Monster? These are things I'm not even, maybe I gotta Google it real quick. Monster delivers more absolute energy and caffeine per can, because of its serving size. It's nearly double that. Virtually identical in the concentration of active ingredients per ounce. Energy matrix. Alright, let me not look through. Taurine. An amino acid. And some caffeine. Alright, that's my energy for the day, night. Let's not shift too many gears through that. That'll just make me sleepy. I'm like thinking to myself, what the heck is this stuff really doing? Alright. Love you. Too good. And what the heck is this stuff even doing? Is it doing the opposite effect? The marijuana kind of has a way of doing that. Beep-beep-boop. I'm like baby in my left heel now. I thought it went more into the center of it, but it wasn't, which is good. If it was like in the center, that would be me tiptoeing around, and I already walk like a ninja. I got a feather foot, a light touch to it. The houses that are creaky creep me out though, because like how could you be like, you know, slowly moving through the house and then all of a sudden you just hear a big creak? Yeah, like wood floors, you know. Maybe it wasn't laid down right. I don't know. Who knows? It would have to be like a certain pressure, right? A certain pressure applied and a certain movement against another piece. Is that what makes the creaking? It's not like a solo piece of wood, is it? It's like something not touching another piece, or no? Friction caused by wood on wood contact. There's that friction again. Dang. Friction. Alright, I'm not getting anything from this one. Anything's nothing at all. Bunch of sweet nothings. I could do my tree run. I perked up for that. Calquats, they're done. Is everything done? Let's see. Not the hardwood trees. Those are Thursday at 3 o'clock. I mean, I guess we could do everything else on it. We could, but then we can also do like the gauntlet. I don't know, I need something chill to just relax on. But then I feel like we're gonna be, well, if we're doing the cheap trees like we have been, and we're not really digging too much into the piggy bank, the stashes, the riches, our savings, you know. I don't know, I feel like I've done a little bit of my own private investigating, and from what I've seen, I don't know. Are you a closer or are you an opener? I don't want to start anything, but I mean, you know, like, is it like the whole, if I don't start something, there won't be anything to start, or how does that work? Should I try and pedal? I mean, I got like the sweat on now, a little glisten. Let's see. Pure comedy. Let's go. Finding an opponent. Oh, right on. That's what I need to be seeing. I thought Zootopia was a good movie. The number 2. I mean, who would have thought that the snakes didn't do it? Aha, dang, spoiler alert. I didn't mean to like blurt it out like that, sorry. They truly like, I mean, I knew what I wanted to say, but I just didn't want to go right to the punch with it. But yeah, I thought it was a good movie. And they even talked about, you know, like relationship growing. It was good, it was good, it was good. Yeah, like I said, I didn't mean to. And now I feel like I don't want to talk about it anymore. Like, I've already brought it up a couple too many times. Zootopia. Should I bring up Demon Hunters? Obviously, I had to watch that one. What the heck? I mean, it was just calling out, like, what, it just popped up and, like, this one's done? I mean, that one was good too. At least I thought. I like a little K-pop. But, you know, I don't know, like the culture like that. I don't know exactly what goes down. Because, I mean, like I said, I had a dream, but who knows? That's more pot. Like, that's from the left hand this time, though. I mean, you know, not like I care, but like, who? Who? I know it's not. I know it's not from the casita. That's done. Take it to bed with you? No way. I mean, I've done that, but not exactly. You know, it's just like right there on the nightstand. That wasn't until like the end. like that's when I've made my own money. And I can afford those luxuries. It's not exactly like, when you're bored, and then you gotta just find something to do, you know? Luxuries. Come on, Elf, give me something. You're being so stingy. Excuse me. Excuse me again. I didn't know how many times I was gonna burp. Alright, Mr. Elf. I know you're just waiting. Just drop me the money. Give me some back-to-back stuff real quick. This is sad. But I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, I'm getting these crystal shard things. I have 26 of them. Yeah, crystal shards. I wasn't 100% sure on the name. Alright, wine. I mean, isn't the saying like, at least wine and dine them first, right? like then I'll be thinking like it was like a little bit of like, I don't want to say payback or even revenge for like what I had said like previously in my life. Like dang, you getting that for everyone? Like that? I'm gonna keep laughing, honestly. You know what? I think it's funny because, you know, guys are real naive. Like, you think someone isn't really gonna play the side field on somebody? And like I said, guys are really naive. And I mean, like when I'm in my head thinking like, and I'm hearing like, yeah, just share, it'll be fine, buddy. I'm thinking like, whoa, we've already crossed like a bro code. Can't be thinking like that, but I mean, if it happens then though, right? and I'm like stuck in a rock and a hard place because if I'm getting pulled one way, but then there's like a reflection in the mirror at times, you know, like I'm lurking behind like this situation that you're in, you know, it's not concrete. You can work the side field with me, if that makes sense. Want to make some bets about it? We're not betting like that. That'd be like showing you how to cook again. And I know I didn't give you any lessons. Honestly, you were teaching me a little bit. So then it's like, again, I know guys are just really naive at this. And if you really think she isn't playing the side field, then you really need to really just I don't know. Maybe it's just mental delusion. But hey, I mean, if that was the case, and then I would be like on the bench waiting. Not exactly warming it, but like testing the water out. Making sure, you know, it's gonna be something the team wants around. And I didn't even call about the shadows now. This is just like at the top of the consciousness right now. Late night bounty hunting. Come on, we're all super naive, aren't we? But I mean, if you got like that spiritual thing that just keeps itching, I mean, you're gonna want to ask. You're gonna want to check and maybe even lay next to in bed. But like I said, you know, guys are really naive. But when the body starts responding, what am I supposed to say? Keep keep it down. Don't let him get awake. He hears anything, even a whiff. He's gonna know exactly what we're doing. And I mean, like me, I was potentially, you might want to say, smoking way too much meth, but potentially having a conversation with them. And like I said, breaking the bro code like that, I can't be. I have to at least say something. But like I said, we're so naive. Oh my gosh. Every time, even I, still. Many things I don't see. I mean, how easy it is to just have a line of sight. I mean, even like, well, that would be like a private time. I don't even know how many hours I put in. But that's like a daily experience. Obviously, it can't be that much, though. But the first to sleep, and then, well, us guys, we're so naive. I mean, I'll be the first to say, I miss a lot of things. Like that toothpick out there. Went right into the heel, and I was mentally prepared. I need to say it again, we're so naive. But that's also a good thing. You know, it's a way to protect yourself. You don't want to get so in too deep where something just takes you out of the league. That wouldn't be anyone's fantasy. But us guys, we are so naive. And Red Bull potentially does give you wings. I mean, come on now. Like I said, when I'm laying down, who else am I going to need to ground it? Alright, I'm grounded already. I'll put my hands up. It's getting scary. No, it's not like that, but I mean, if I accidentally, well, it's all about the spawn points, you know? It's like an RSVP. Or no, realistically, it's like consent. I mean, grown enough to have your own decisions. And consent is a beautiful thing. I'm still wondering even who came up with that. But us guys, we're so naive. I mean, I remember being in school, like, flirting. I thought what I should do was kick them. That'll get their attention. Hold on, and then what pops up? $2020? That's not too long. I thought I should kick him. I mean, I forgot. I forgot the name. Popped up a second time. But I don't know. That was like when I was journaling and it disappeared. And people were already messing with their accents there. I mean, which was funny as heck, but putting on a little British spin in class. But yeah, I thought like this is the way to get their attention. Kick them. No, that didn't work out too well. I mean, I actually think maybe I got in trouble. Potentially, no, I don't think there was a tattle, but I think it was like an owl, owl, not an owl. Jeez, it's with an owl. Yeah, that's a lesson learned. But fudge, you know. Then taking it back, you know. Let's take it back to the shed. Let's do my studying again. What's cooking in the shed? I can't see, but the locks are closed, and well, I'm outside just standing, and it got really bright out here. Maybe I spun. There you are. Was it fun? You know, I didn't know anything at the time. Just seeing him popping out. Silly young naive me. But those things like were so covered up. I didn't remember them until like I was actually like, wait a second, I already learned this stuff. Wait a second, this I already have like experience on as well. And then I'm like, waiting a sec, waiting 1 second or two that's been passed by and repeated history many times. Repeated in history many times. That's like learning about hypnotism. I must have been hypnotized many times. You know, just wipe his mind. Some of it is shaken loose, but I mean, not all of it. I mean, at least that's what I feel like. Plus self-hypnotism, because I mean, I had to study that. That's like getting into the roller coaster and messing around, you know, figuring out how to actually spin around in your body, but staying still. Gotta keep moving on. I can't stay stagnant for forever. I did want to touch on that subject, although I know it's like a sealed deal. I mean, there are a bunch of parties before the fact too, though, right? Or is that always just like what they show on television? Oh, maybe it's just what I'm cooking. It's a different recipe. It's made with a lot of love. Hey, what happened in March happened in March, and that was then. But then I had like about a whole year to just be by myself, me, myself, and I, and really like, you know, go through time. Dang, coincidences just happen all the time, man. I mean, it's just a coincidence. That's all it is. I mean, or she's prepping and getting just that last bit of experience that she needs. I mean, that last bit of just acting class, that drama snap, that thread in the needle so well. I mean, believe me, I can take a lot of mental jabs. Mental pain is like basically my favorite at this point. I mean, obviously, I could take even a little bit of physical stuff too. I mean, I talked about number two. Number two wanted to wail on me, but then we made it up. But that was like the start of good hypnotism, where I just forget stuff. It's just a blank space. I don't remember anything. I mean, 100%, there's nothing. I remember wanting to touch it back. I remember even seeing a exposed back. I mean, remembering that, wait, exposed back, wait a second, no way. The back was exposed on a trampoline. What would that mean to me? Wait a second, no. No. That's the ending. That's it. It closed down. The shop's over. That's the experience. There's no more. But that was real in reality. That's no dream. Well, like I said, that's the start of good hypnotism, I guess. At least here in this reality. I was a kid. But then remembering sis and what she was into, dang. She was also a kid. But she's only like 2 years older than me. Dang. You know, she was also on that trampoline. She was maybe like being like the judge, like, this is how you're gonna make up with her, little bro. I don't know. I'm making up. I have to make up my own because it ended. There was nothing left. But I mean, we were making up at least. After I peppered her. That was my own recipe to fix my eyes. Because I mean, what, after asthma, then my eyes are gonna blank out on me. I'm gonna have purple red strains. I mean, that's basically what I remember when I was going for the pepper. I mean, looking back at it, I'm very sorry. I mean, pepper obviously was not the right choice. I don't even know. But hey, I got that blank space. It's covered for sure. But I mean, I at least like, I know the start. I know the lead up to that. I know the ending in the addict. And then I don't even remember leaving there. leaving the attic. How did I get to the attic after the trampoline and not even go through the house? I must have tunneled right to the basement. Yeah. Hey, but that's like one experience, and then you gotta remember the ASMR. ASMR in 4th grade. don't know how that started happening, but hey, cheers to that early experiences. I mean, if you're a dude and you had a good gentle mom, a good motherly figure, then you know exactly what it feels like. Because like that's like the start of those first, at least for me it was, the start of those first sensations. You know, like when someone whispers in your ear and you're just like, ooh. But like being on the phone, that's a whole different thing. I mean, they're already in your ear, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, maybe it's like being desensitized, but then when you get desensitized, you're now sensitive to new things. And that's like, well, that's like a whole different cycle on top of the layers of cycles that I'm cycling upon. Oh wait, that's like I said, like needing that one last act for drama class. Hey, you can't make it up like I am. I mean, I'm not really even making it up. I mean, I am making it up, but it's like, it's a made up replay of what I've been doing. So it's just said with honesty and integrity, and hopefully God looking upon us smiling. Cheers. Lime. It wasn't like the best limes. I didn't even know that was there either until I noticed it. It wasn't even like the best limes. Like they kind of just they didn't really, well, they did squeeze juice, but they more just like squeezed the juice pods. I don't know what they'd be called, like the juice pouches. They ripped right from the rind. and honestly, probably didn't even do that. You know, it ripped right from the inner juice pouch pocket. But it was a lot of them that just dropped in. You said what? You know what was funny to me? Now, you know, this is honesty again. My sister, again, I'm using her a lot, obviously. There's not many other big female figures that I could, you know, sort of put up onto a pedestal that I've learned a lot from, other than my mama. But, you know, she's more my age, my sister. She went through school needing like a calculator and stuff like that. And then you want to know the funniest thing? She was teaching my brother-in-law math. And he was starting to get it. And I'm like thinking to myself, sis, you were needing that extra assistance. Or were you just acting? I mean, it seems like the math clicked for him, that's for sure. I mean, it seemed like he got that math. He even started telling me like, bro, I'm like dreaming of these numbers. Like these numbers are just clicking for me. But I'm just like I'm like to myself, ay, ay, ay. I don't know how much she helped him, but who knows? I just think that's so funny. That's hilarious to me. Again, I don't know how much, but hey, I'm just a good Build-A-Bear. I'm not throwing jabs, I hope. I wanted to be more enlightening at least. I mean, honestly, I already put some of the paint on. I'm just being a team player. And like I tried to say, like, you're supposed to wine and dine. Like you gotta sometimes have some standards in life. When it's science, and if you're just testing the chemistry, then I get it. You know, we're just like big chemistry sets. At least it seems like. I talked about not even doing chemistry, right? There's that left eye again. All right, keep clicking this elf. We got clicks to do. We're probably going to be into the 2000s before we even get something. I don't want to set that up like that just yet, but yeah, I mean, the influence is that strong. But I'm at the point where, you know, if time moves on, and if the to-do list wasn't for me to be included in that sort of to-do list, then, you know, I got my science out of the experiments and time moves on. But I am trying to be, you know, honest as best as I can. I mean, it seemed like, now again, no names. It seemed like one of them was moving right out, you know, had perfect timing, just about, it seemed. You know, it didn't seem fishy to me. And not like this is fishy at all, but again, the field, if there's options there, test them. You know, if you're not for sure. I'm obviously here. No. And that's another thing about the word, you know, and time, like, talking about like every day, it's not like that. Like, if you have something just pushing you away like a magnet, like, that's gonna make something repel. Like when you're trying to just, you know, barge right through things. You gotta have the right connectivity. It's the right place, right time, the right setting, the right mood, the right rhythm, maybe even the right cheat codes. Push the right buttons, you know? But hey, I'm just trying to look out. Excuse me. After experiencing what I've experienced, I'm not as worried as I once was. Because again, you only have so much time to do stuff. You think I'm just on the side sipping on it? Like with a straw? Like one of those pole grabbers with a hand on the end of it? But again, no names. I don't need to name any names. Come on. I'm just looking out for you. I mean, we'll be at the games, maybe. We'll be spectating, cheering. I hope there's no animosity. Or we'll be on the opposing team, half of the stadium, cheering for the other team, wanting them to win. I mean, I'm not even really big into sports like that, but I mean, I can sure get competitive quick. Especially if there's nothing better to do and see. Better believe. I'll be there. I'll be there watching. I'll either be cheering or cheering. Either way, I'll be cheering. I'll be a fan regardless. But I'm just looking out for you. And I mean, if guys are naive, but I mean, if this ever gets before your eyes, then you can only imagine what the team has done. But that's like what I was hearing. But that could also be that hypnotism again, just accidentally sneaking through. I mean, when it's so fond and fast and well fun to spin. Sometimes you just say things you don't actually mean just yet. And that's why it took me back. You know, I was like, whoa, breaking the bro code? Whoa, wait a second. I had to talk about this. I mean, especially if you don't have any memory of it. Because I mean, honestly, it was like in between, in between. Like, you know, when you're like at the last step of the consciousness and you're really asking questions again, like maybe even to potentially jump in right before somebody's eyes to, like, you know, really, because if, you know, life is being questioned that hard. And then I'm like, wait, geez, guys are naive. Was I actually, or was that not me? Jeez. Go a little slower then. I don't know, maybe you gotta find your own rhythm. Because like I said, I started to forget quick. I was looking at the bag and looking back at the back, I'm remembering. Wait, the front is exposed. I must have seen too much and told myself, no, little bro. Don't worry about the bro code. Hey, like a Christmas present that's been opened way too many times. I made sure to slap that thing up with as much tape and concrete and wires of barb, and I even gave it the a couple times too. Gave it the duck. It's a pretty ugly wrapping. But if you subtract that, it adds up to a whole big old surprise inside. And you know, maybe when you're that on the field, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when that option is there, it's just gonna be, I mean, like that one singer that's real close to my age, like 27 or something. Some of those like songs and the albums, it's like, what's going on in your head when you're doing these things and you're posting this up? That can't be a part of your image. That has to be like an outwardly cast. You have to be trying to reel something in. And I mean, I'll take it back to the mansion already. Jeez. I mean, I'll make sure to chef everyone up properly. Are we gonna have like 5 different kinds of steaks? 9 different types of eggs. 12 different types of toast. I don't know, how many kinds of potatoes? Or would that be like, I don't know, I'd have to do it differently. How many kinds of meats? Are we doing veggies? I mean, you gotta do like something maybe. For breakfast. Breakfast. How many kinds of cereals? Do like the whole continental every day? Talk about bed and breakfast, huh? I mean, I'd have plenty of time to plan and do things. I'd ask AI to help. I'd have AI on like Siri. I've never used Siri, but I've wanted to use Siri. And like people talk about like talking to yourself. Well, like Siri's been around for a long time, and you know, and Alexa, like, hey Alexa, and then people talk about talking to themselves. I mean, if you get used to it, you get used to it, but you know exactly what I mean, right? But people still want to define line and split the mental delusion up into different categories. I mean, it seems like I'm living quite the dream. It could potentially be even my scheme. And if I'm playing the field like that, then I would definitely want someone like that. What a walk. I would definitely want someone like that to respond back. I mean, even you know, especially when it's getting like closing time, like the curtains are, it's curtain time, you know, closing call. Any other auditioners? You know what I mean? And in my head, you know, way back, like 6-7 years ago, I mean, I'll spoil it. I had already pre-done 2 things. Like, when I heard 2 in my mind, like, projected right there, like, oh, he deserves 2. I had already done the whole thing. I mean, I did a whole little poetry rap about giving away my first kiss to someone and then forgetting about it. So I'm not only wandering to find the first kiss that I mysteriously, was it in the dream? Was it in reality? Where was it at? You know what I'm saying? But it was a whole poem. Like, it was a whole random, like, oh, this time capsule just breaks, and then let me just talk about this thing. It was too real. That was like right before the green and purple bile. Right before. Or maybe a little bit after. But it was like, those series of events happened quick. And then I'm over in my head doing like a, well, you get this sort of design, and then, oh, my dearly beloved, you're gonna have this whole other design. Don't you worry. And then I'm thinking like, well, coincidental things in March, well, they did kind of just appear to me that, well, she first showed up, and that was like number 1, like bada bing, bada boom, here I am. And then like a number 2 pops up from the field, like, wait a second. Didn't know you were there lurking. And then like that really gets into like a reality hacking, human biomagnetically attaching to other symbiotic relating things out there. Like a thing 1, thing 2. I don't know. Hey, but I'm just saying. Again, technology. So if that was technology in my head that implanted in my head, because like I said, I did a whole poem about giving away a first kiss. And it wasn't no like split kiss, like, well, you're going to get half of this kiss and then you're going to get the other half of this kiss, but you're both going to plant it right on the same lips. It wasn't nothing like that. So if it was technology that implanted, because it was clear as day, it wasn't my voice. Like, I know when I'm speaking in my mind, but it was clear as day. So he deserves 2, or, you know, you're going to get 2, or whatever it was. You know, I don't know, even know verbatim, because it was like 6 years ago, 7 years ago. But geez, then rolling up into the mental health hospital, me and my little design, talking about it's time to get 3, and I'm going to duplicate them. You know, if you're going to talk about just needing 2, I'm just only going to need 1, and I'm going to dupe them. And then the people at the mental health hospital didn't like that. I was on my second cigarette, and I was like, well, this is what I need for a third one. And they decided to roll me up with salt, pepper, sugar. They must have thought I was making like the Powerpuff Girls. I mean, that's exactly what had happened too. I mean, I told them what happened. I told them, well, I got this little plan, and for this plan to actually break through, I'm gonna need 3 cigarettes from you. I got the first 2, and that was the first 2 clones already done. But the third one, well, it was like they gave me what I wanted, but was it like actually what I wanted? Were they trying to get me to go up to 4? What were they trying to do? Was it like was it a hidden message? Because like I said, 4 was Cedar Rapids, but 2 was like already planned. Like, you get that. Are you gonna want 25%? You're only gonna want 25% of that, and then you'll get the other 25%. And it'll go like quarter, and I'll get the other 100. I mean, because honestly, like, I'm racking my brain here. Jeez. I've gone through quite the roller coaster rigmarole. And it's not a bad thing. I've learned quite a lot about my mental health, actually. A ton. But that was that, you know. The me going to 3 was already a diluted thing, because I was stuck at 2, and I was like, well, I'm so deep in the mind, and I heard that too tell me I'm gonna get 2. I was already doing the 2 things, and I had a whole design up ready. But I didn't have 2 anythings. I just had 2 designs. And I didn't, well, geez. I had 1 clue. That's about it. 1 clue that was kind of, well, sus seeming to me. It was way too coincidental. Basically popped up into my room, started some tornadoes at my feet, and then said, see ya. The rest is mine. Gave me 2 tornadoes on my feet. Was that supposed to make me fly? And I didn't have a fan. There was no circulation in the room. No fan. It was, my feet were under the blankets. And I felt 2 tornadoes just spin up. But that was like 6-7 years ago, when I was like, was that sitting in my own incontinence? What an embarrassment, huh? What an embarrassing drop by. I mean, that was basically me panicking. When that had happened, that was me waking up to the dream, basically sealing this reality and wanting to go right back to bed, because I was supposed to like get out through a UFO or something, but the UFO never arrived. Even though there was a ton of folly above head, that the UFO never did do any abductions. I mean, when I did that whole thing and then felt like I was getting ditched and left, that's exactly what happened. I had to go through those emotions next, because no one showed up. I was even going through like 101 Dalmatians, you know, like sort of like the shadows at the backyard again. like those are popping up again, but like I'm so like used to it, like please, I mean, even if it does happen, I'm gonna have to like, are you sure this could potentially be a dream? And then seeing anything, that's going to be even more of a shocking sight, because I have no clue if like you're packing heat or packing light. God bless. And then that'd really be breaking the bro code again, wouldn't it be? Ay, ay, ay. I mean, that's not a way to mask someone, that's for sure. That's a way to like confuse someone pheromones and then like really make them ask questions everywhere. I mean, and then I like go into the line of thinking like when you let someone do their business in you, you know what I'm saying? Like you let someone finish, and then their DNA starts marinating in there. But like that's like science, right? Then I'll like bring up like the language again, the power of it. You know we're gonna have to lock you down like a quarantine, little missy. We're gonna have to do a little exorcism therapy. We're gonna figure out what to call it, but you might be seeing some stuff flying out of there you're not so used to seeing. I don't know. I know the mental is it's a fragile thing. I want to take care of that. I can only imagine what happened. God bless Grandma, but I heard the stories. Apparently they were into doing seances and stuff like that. I don't know. And then like I'm over here like thinking, I bet if I had a science partner, you could probably use me like a Ouija board. A science partner or two. When the second one comes in, and that was like March again of this year, it was giving me a lot more food for thought of what two could potentially do. I guess breaking it down, when you break your consciousness so hard, and you fall out of reality with someone, and they're well gone with you, if you don't have a third person to pull you back out, then you might both be like couch potatoes, vegetables, potentially. Like you're gonna want to know how to remember how to walk and everything afterwards. It's complex. I mean, it's science. And if you don't want to be ready for this kind of science, then you're off my to-do list. Essentially. I mean, I've done the most destitute things to my mentality. I've really just taken a lot away from it. I mean, like dreaming about dream nachos and then crying about eating them. That's pretty strict on what I can see and not see, and do and have control of and not. But that's my own list, you know, that's how I keep it. Other people, well, you know, they might go be free nilly-willy with it. Especially if you're up there high, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you got a lot of time, you got a lot of money on your hands, and well, you know, life is like at that, you know, place where it's a big huge plateau for you. You know, it's a big open sea. Everything's possible with a decent amount of money. So that amount of comfortability, that amount of it, it frees your mental. A lot of it completely frees it. But that's like a good and a bad thing, right? If you're not ready for it to be free, then you're gonna have to do a lot of experimenting. You can't just say right out the gate that, you know, this is the one and it's time to settle down with them. I mean, you will, but you might be living an experience that feels fulfilled, but is everyone? Or even you might be submitting to the fact that that's not the fulfilling experience that you're living, but you're trying to make it as fulfilling as it can be for them. Like, talk about a real compromise, huh? Unless it was like how it's supposed to be, where everyone feels fulfilled. You know, everyone's got a task. Everyone's moving their behinds, doing something. But like I said, guys are so naive. I mean, I can move without even moving. I talked about that a little bit in the mental health hospital when they had the whole council of people around me. Excuse me. Like seven people. Even the Jewish guy there with the yarmulke was getting witness. I don't know why I brought that. I just thought it was funny. Like, there was a bunch of people there, a whole panel, just questioning me for, I don't know. I mean, at first I was supposed to get out like in 2 days or something, and then I was supposed to get out the next day, and then the next day, and then they ended up keeping me for a week. At the end of the experience, though, they weren't even sending me to the mental health hospital anymore. They kept me in the hospital a couple times at Centennial, and then the Centennial nurse was just discharging me. Because she's like, oh, you don't need to be here again. I swear too. She's like, you don't need to be here again. I mean, who knows? Maybe she meant that, or maybe she just didn't want to see my face again. That was a nice place. So they had snacks. Apparently they bought them out of their own pocket, I think. It had like a locker with snacks. It was yummy.